Okie dokie. Alright, okay. I think I've got to. Let's close the door. Let's get my brain cell in order. Oh, dear me. I've got stuff everywhere. No then, no then, no then. Okay, so we've got 2 streams on. Let me just... Hi, Louise. Hiya. Hi, Michael. I love it. Oh, dear me. Good evening. I better put YouTube on comments. So let me just... let me find myself on YouTube. It says I'm live. That's a good start. Hi, Eva. Ruth, hi. Oh gosh, I can't believe I'm even watching her. Anetta, hi, sweetie. Karen, hi. Maz, hi. Linda, hi. Carol. Who else have we got? Cheryl, hi. So we've got the group live. Moira, Nettie, Dawn, hello, hello, hello. Sarah, hi. Chris, hi. Oh, it's very exciting, isn't it? Now I've got wires everywhere. So let me just, I'm going to let you all load on. I'm just going to start setting up. Oh, hold on a second. I can hear myself. That's not a good blinking start. Go away. God, I sound terrible, honestly. Crikey. I'd scare you half to death. Dear Lord. I've got enough of you watching on here. Right then, so I'm going to show you a really easy technique. You know me, I like to sort of get a bit of a mess. I'm just going to say hello to everybody. You lot can still have a look at that a second here. But I'm going to come over here to our lovely lot in the group, because the group gets perks. So let me just twirl the camera around. Poor things. I mean, you've got to actually see my... Hello. Let me just move this around. So, hi. Hi, Karen, Patricia, Renata. Hello, my sweetie. You're going to have the information, because officially we've hit 1,000 people in the group, which is amazing. I have pre-recorded something. It's going to go out into the group. It's going to announce in the group while I'm live. Dave has picked, not me, nothing to do with me. Dave's picked. So I'm actually excited. It's quite good, actually. The thing is now, it's whether or not I do a once a month giveaway, stamps, papers, bit of artwork. I think you'd all like that, to be fair. I better say hello to them over on YouTube, because I feel neglected. So, hi Rosie, hi Annetta, hi Caroline. This is what we're playing with. Da, da, da. I'm just squidging it around. So I'm coming back to you guys. So, hi Tina, hi Kim. So I'm going to start off with some pink frog. This is what I've made. Now, it's interesting because it started off as, let me get it, that stuff. So that is 350 GSM, the craft card. It's brilliant. I'm going to put it in the bath. It's going to have a wash. Trust me, you're going to love this. Let me flip you over. Hi Philippa, hi Jan, Lucia, Julie, Rosemary, hi. So I'm going to flip you over. Let's get cracking. There's enough of you there now. Let's crack on. There we go. Let me twiddle you around so you can see what's going on. That might actually help, mightn't it? There you go, people. I'm hoping. Hi, Anthony. I'm hoping, lo and behold, that I'm not going to knock you too much tonight. So, there. I think that's about it. There you go. Okay, so, righty-ho, people. Let's play. So, you know that we've all got some of these. However, I'm going to whack water in it. I told you that I'm going to give them a bath tonight. Now, oh, I'll tell you what. I've made this little booklet. Now, leatherette. This is brilliant. Hi, Steph. Hi, Rach. Hi, Carol. Now, I can't see you guys in the group, so I don't want to neglect you. But I do going to say hello to you to go. Hello, Theo, my little munchkin. Hi, Ruth. Pam, hi. So, I don't know what you can do. Dual access. You can do it in the group and on YouTube. I'm on both. But I've made this lovely little booklet. Now, it's something you can put in your ACTs, ATCs, whatever they're flipping called. I don't know. Those lovely little things that you all make and you want to... Well, you could just have it as a keepsake. This is brilliant, by the way. I'm going to be doing this in the workshop. There you go, look at that. Hi, Sarah. How are you? Steph, Yvonne, hi. So, you know, these are brilliant. Anyway, so I thought to myself, let's make a fancy cover. Look at that, leatherette. Leatherette, I like it. However, it's so easy to make, and I want to show you. So you know me, I'm always very chaotic when I start crafting. And the first half an hour, I'm like a whirlwind. So this is going to be brilliant for me because it's messy. It's absolutely chaotic. Right, so I'm going to show you how to do this lovely effect. Now, this was obviously a full A4 piece of paper. Oh, look, I mean, just look at this. How brilliant is it? Oh, can you just imagine all the stuff you can do? And it's very pliable. So don't think once you've done this, it's going to fall apart either, because it don't. And it keeps. And I'm going to keep this because this is so much like leather. It doesn't smell like leather. It doesn't, you know, I'm not going to start sniffing it and like doing strange things. But it literally gives you that look. You know, so you can do key rings. You could do your book covers. You could do a nice journal page. Can you just imagine a nice piece over that and as that as backing? Beautiful. Okay, so let me show you how you've done it. As I said, let's get the rubbish out of the way. Let's clear the places. Let's clear the board, Miss Ford. So I have viewers. Let me bring it to this camera here. Pink Frog, the craft card, 350 GSM. Now, Andy said to me, "Oh, you're going to love this. You can wet this to your heart's content." Yeah, I said, let's play it to the test. So this is a piece of it. Hi, Sylvie. There we go. Iron Rack's Crime Bucket still, but oh, bless you. Oh, there you go, Lou. I know where you're at, sweetie. So I've got one of these lids, you know, these like lids that you put your card in, that you think you're all really like, do it all nice and nice. Hello! Hey, the devil are you? Hopefully it works better for you, sweetie. So I've got that, and I'm going to put some water in. Now, this is just bog standard water. There is a brush in there. Yeah. So can we all send love and hugs to our Louise? She's still very sad. So anyway, let me just pour that in there. There you go, for starters. So I've got just normal water in there, as you can see. Little tidal wave, bless it. And that goes on well because you lot in the poll have chose me to do a beach scene with blues and greens with Pink Frog stamps and Funky Fossil stamps. Okay, so I'm going to put this in there anyway now. So let's get it wet. Okay, let's do it. There you go. Let's soak it. So you know something, I absolutely love this. It's quite therapeutic, you know, when you start draining card. Now already you can just see the little outer bit. So you know, I'm showing you as it is, and then I'm going to take it out because like we've got little funky ends going on now, and then I'm going to turn it over and wet it a bit more. Now, don't be shy. You know, it's one of those sort of embracing. This is how you're going to get your head round water, card. You know, I mean, it's still in there. Still, it's covered in water. You can clearly see. Now, normally, if I'd have put just normal card in this, it would be like going into paper mache now. But this stuff, it's sucking it up like nobody's business. So this just, I mean, look, we've still got card. We're still pliable. We can still mess around with it. I'm just going to give it a bit longer. Oh, love it. I love making a mess. Hopefully you lot are looking on here. Jane. Who else we got? Marie, Susan, hi. Anne, hi. Hope you're all well. Rianne, hello. Bit of a weird looking hand then. Sorry. There you go. Hi. Okay, so yeah, I'm liking the way this is going. Now, just to prove a point here, yeah, we're definitely wet and squidgy. Let's start squidging it up a bit. Yeah, why not? Oh, it's still very cardy feeling. Hi, Stephanie. Oh, I don't know. I've seen so much about Funky Fossil then. Fabulous. So I'm just going to start sort of wringing it out, really. Yeah, why not? Yeah. Let's start, well, you know, like break the fibres down. I love this. It's all very technical, isn't it? Hello, Sarah. I'm jumping back to fight. Oh, dear me. You do whatever you prefer. Let's put it back in the water. Oh, look at this. I'm loving this already. It's starting to have that little look about it. Liking it. Yes, yes, yes. I'm liking it. Let's scrunch it up again. Now, don't be shy. I mean, I can literally... There we go. Now, this just proves how good this paper is. This is brilliant fun, this is, honestly. This is where I want you to embrace. Now, look at this. I have left that in there. How long have I been on air for now? Over 5 minutes, I'd say, wouldn't it? What time is it? 6, 7, 8 minutes thereabouts. Oh, I've still got, looks like my face. Oh my gosh. That's only when you're in the car shoving it out and it's like you got this bit of a wind tunnel sort of moment. I love it. Now look at that. Now that alone is very much like a chamois leather. Do you remember the day when you used to clean your windows with a chamois leather? And if you don't, if you're young, dear me, I never thought to say I dare myself say that. You know, go and look it up. But look at that. Absolutely love it. Now, if you think to yourself, oh no, I want a bit more, put it in again. Don't be shy. Look at this. We're having more water. Oh, love it. Now, I'm thinking we're there. Yeah, I like that one. Now, let's just wring it out again. There you go. Ready? Oh, look at that. Bit of squirt over there. Oh, it's got an adventure all by itself. I love it. Okay, so now you can see I have well and truly squidged this, yeah? Okay. Now, normally, you know, it's one of them. You probably think, oh, it's fell to pieces. It might have. No, it's got little holes here and there. I want this look. I want the look. Honestly, I want the look. Now then, let's get the water out of the way. Let me just whack that there a second. There you go. Let me put that down. Let me get me my little pot. Fabulous. Waste not, want not. There we go. I mean, that's all the water I've used. Let me just let's put that there. I don't want to knock any cameras. I know. I bet you all can't believe this, isn't it? There you go. Right, water, brush. Let me put that back in there. So now you can, very doable. This is unbelievable. Now you can leave it in there if you want, or you can turn it over. So you're getting yourself all professional. Oh gosh, that's like I don't even know what that word means. Professional. I've seen this before and it's great, fabulous stuff. I dare say you can have a go and play. Now, normally you can put other products into this to really break it down, mush it, and then put it back. But I'm doing it where you ain't, literally everyone's got a bit of glue. Now, I've got the pink frog glue. Now, this stuff is brilliant. EVA. Glue's glue in my book, but I'm sure. All right, Kay, how you doing? Mush, all right. Now, what I done on this was I got myself the lid of my water pot, which is me Hartley's jam, and I'm going to put a bit of that manky water back in there. Manky is a word that says dirty. Or put a bit too much, maybe. Let's just put a bit in there. And I don't care if the water goes on there either. And I'm just going to add a bit of glue in here, a bit of a blob, a generous blob, because if I overwater, I'll put it back in there anyway. And I'm just going to whirl it around. It gives me a nice little paste. There. Oh, dear me. So, talking of bits and bobs, and let's have a think about it. So, you all decided to say to me that you wanted a beach scene now I've been looking for reference pictures. I've got ideas. That's all I'll say. Crikey, you lot do off. Put the benchmark high into it. So this is quite good for me because this is getting all my chaoticness out the way. But I mean, come on, I can quite easily just tip this on, to be fair, because the cardstock is that good. And if it falls apart, I'll glue it back together. I don't care, because it's an effect. I think you're doing a page in my journal. Honestly, this would be fabulous for journals. Honestly, I mean, I've made a book. I ain't buying leather again. I'm just buying cardstock now. Crikey, I better get in before it's all blinking sold out. That's all I'll say. So let me just remind you. I'm all right, Lisa. I'm good. So it's the 350 craft card pink frog. 10 sheets, A4. Now, I don't know whether they do other size packs or whatever. I didn't look, if I'm honest. But I'm sure they'll accommodate if you wanted more. But yes, it's brilliant stuff. So let's just paste this on. So I've just put a bit of this glue on. I've put a bit of water on it. Yeah. I've soaked it for like 8 minutes. The card is still in one piece, as you can clearly see. Let me just and then I'm just going to do it into a shape now. Now, the reason why you can glue either side. You can put glue in the water and like do that and diddly doo-dah and all that. However, what I've noticed is, and this is just for me, I just want to be able to play around with this now, and I want to scrunch it and move it and play it and silly bugger and all that, yeah, as you do, yeah. So I just want it to really scrunch and have a bit of oldie whirly. I mean, you could roll this and do it into a map. How cool would that be? Wow. Honestly, this would be fabulous for journals. Let me just wipe my hand 1 second. Let me just diddly doo-dah. There you go. Oh, I've got a bit of paper down here. Now, what I did do earlier, once I've got it to how I want it, I put a piece of just normal, you know, printer paper, and I pop that down like so. And then you can now I let this particular one I done, I let this air dry. So I left it overnight, and in the morning it was like, oh my God, I love it. Yeah. And then on the back, I've just faffed around just to see how it was, if I'm honest. We're going to be busy. There you go. You'll be busy. Honestly, this craft card, I've soaked this for like 10 minutes now, and now I'm having more on it. So, you know, you can see this is not, you know, it's not disrupting, it's not breaking. I mean, if you leave it in there, it will, obviously. It's paper. But, I mean, just look at that. I mean, you could, if you wanted to, get that dryer on it. Let me just show you for the sake of it. Let me just unravel myself. I'm all ravelled and pickled. Pickled in the corner, folks. Pickled in the corner. Hi, Tracy. Hi, Joanne. Hope you're all well. Hope you've had a good Tuesday. I've been on training. So I've had a lot of safeguarding training at work today. Oh, crumbs. Heavy, heavy stuff. There's a lot of vulnerable people out there in the world. But the training's universal, you know, so there's a lot of free stuff out there, you know, if you don't realise things, might be worthwhile you having a look into if ever you want to sort of look into supporting people, loved ones, you know, people who you live with, you know, you might have somebody who's going through different things. But safeguarding is all about our safety as well as everybody else. I mean, look at this, I'm still scrunching it up and it still feels like a chamois leather. This is brilliant, this is, honestly. So, I'm loving the look of that. I might bring this out to play tomorrow. I do want it, I want that, you know, this is where you can, I mean, I can still squidge it. Oh, it's lovely. I don't know if I've got some sort of thing with water and paper now. I don't know. Crumbs, maybe. Oh, dear me. Anyway, yeah. So, I'm going to put that to the side. But that's it, people. So, I've then cut it up and then I've then stuck it on. I mean, look at that. How does that look? What do you reckon? It looks very much, I mean, okay, it's oldie whirly, but the glue gives it that, you know, so it is sort of waterproof-esque. You know, I think I've got a water fetish. You might be right there, actually. Don't let the other half know, though, but hey-ho. So, yes, in bang on an hour's time, the winner is going to be announced in the group. So, if somebody can remind me at 8:15, because obviously I'm still going to be creating, no doubt, you'll find out who the winner is, because I will announce it as well. If you're not gone into the group, I will physically say, because I know that the person's actually online as well. It's going to be a nice surprise for somebody. So, yeah, that's it basically. It is absolutely brilliant. You can cut it up, you can put it in your cutting devices. Is that a word? So yeah, I put it in there, I cut it. You can still do everything you can do with card, even though it's got that bit of glue on as well. But it's, I mean, look at it, it's versatile, it moves, you know, you can glue it, you can stick it, you can emboss it, you can do whatever. So that just gives you an idea. And worst case scenario, you've got a fabulous bit of paper that can go in your journals or anything else. It's all good fun. Right then, so I'm going to put them out the way. But you lot on the workshops, we've still got a couple of places if you want to go to the Wolverhampton workshop with myself and Amanda Branston. There's still a couple of places and it is very limited, but my gosh, have we got some goodies for you to make. This is actually included into it. Not the paper, but the actual, our little booklet, and there's other things as well. Amazing, that's all I'm going to say. So, oh, I've even got you some free gifts as well. Crikey. I'm spoiling you. Spoiling you, I am. Right, so that's that. Let's move it out of the way. Let's get on to tonight's, what you've decided to get me to do. I'll keep showing you that as we go. So the colours, let's do this. Right, so they've got, oh, what was that, sorry? They've got 40 sheets of card, 6 side ones on the second side. Oh, okay, Sarah. There we go then. Go you. You're welcome to put links on to anything for Pink Frog or Funky Fossil, because that's what we're dealing with tonight. So I haven't got anything left in the glue pot, so I'm going to put that over there out the way. Let's put that there. Let me just wipe up and be tidy. Oh gosh, I am good today, aren't I, dear me? Okay, so I am going to be using Pink Frog. So that's it, craft card. This was 10 sheets, 350 GSM. So that's that. I will recap later when I show you the product again. I've just thrown it on the floor because I'm allowed. Right, so I've got a stamping block. I am now using super smooth cardstock. Let me put a bit of paper down because that might still be a bit damp. So I've got super smooth cardstock. Now, I am doing an A4 sheet. I might cut it down because the design I'm doing, you've asked me to do a beachy scene with blues and greens. So what I have got is oxides to start with, and I have got Uncharted, Chip Sapphire, Mermaid Lagoon, Prize Ribbon, Salvage Patina, as you do, Tumbled Glass. That's to start with the blues. That's without me using Andy's turquoise, Tuscan teal, maybe a bit of Mediterranean blue, well, why not, and Slowberry. And then I've got the clamming pens as well, so I don't know which way we're going to go, but I'm bringing them all out so you can see. And then I've got the oxides. I've got crushed olive, I've got twisted citron, bundled sage. Is that bundled? No, I say burnt sage because that's just the witch in me. Peacock feathers, shabby shutters, and crackle pistachio. Delightful. Now, I undernod about doing a moon because I had a faff about in between the training. I've done a moon on a card, which was one of Funky Fossils. So this is the Funky Fossil moon. So I might actually do a moon in this scene, just because I can. And it's a Funky Fossil. It's called the Full Moon. Oh, I didn't see that bit there. There you go. Hey sis, how you diddling? So yeah, so we got the full moon bit there. Didn't see that before. Silly Lisa, but hey ho. Oh well, I didn't need it anyway. There you go. And then I have decided on cast a spell. I might incorporate a bottle or the bit of foliage sort of thing. So there we go. I might incorporate some of the textures of the Pink Frog stamps, and I might incorporate the Country Meadows. Now, I like this little bit of foliage here, so I might incorporate that. And I quite like the little flyy bits on this dragonfly one. This one's called Daisies. And there's some butterflies on this one called Spring Flowers. Then apart from that, I'm thinking the rest of it might be a bit of freestyle. I mean, we've got a little bit. I love the birdies. I love this. The festive pine code is to die for. If you want a set, that's a good one. Christmas, it ain't Christmas. I do like the poppies, but we'll revisit poppies another day. And there's a big lady. Oh, the big lady. Oh, there's ladybugs on there. I've never seen them before. This is what happens when you start looking at your stamps. I do like the detail in the leaves on these roses. Got them and them. So yeah, I'm thinking, let's put these out the way then, people. Let's rearrange, reevaluate, let's re-diddly-doo-dah. So I have got quite a selection of Pink Frog stamps because I'm not sure which one I'm going to go yet. And I have got the Cast a Spell Funky Fossil and the stencil. Now, forgive me if I'm not answering. You should join Rachel and I. We're on a ban. Oh, what you done? Who's on a ban? What's happened? Oh, give the gossip. And I want the Funky Fossil lady stamps too. Oh, bless you. Honestly, they're to die for. And I do believe Funky Fossil's got some offers on at the minute. I think there's some stuff for £5, something like that. So if any of you have got links, whack them in the groups. People, whack them either on the YouTube chat or in the Facebook group. That would be brilliant. So, hey Lisa, Kim here. I've shared your... Oh, thank you, Kim. That's very kind of you. Appreciate that. So we're now obviously in the Pink Frog Facebook as well. Yay! Hello, everybody. So I am going to start off with me and Sarah are on a crafty buying ban. April Fools and all that, yeah. I love it. I'm going to start with putting down some base colours. No, I'm not. I'm going to just put the moon on, and I'll tell you what, we'll work off the moon. Now, this is how I work in my chaos, in my craziness. From Sunday, I've decided not to buy any craft sweat until April. I like that one. That's me too. Honestly. Right, I'm going to start with... Shall I go that way? Yeah. Now, normally you'd tape it down and be really nice, but I'm really going to be naughty. I'm going to be a bit of a devil's advocate now. If it all goes Pete tongue, you can blame me. Oh, dear me. So I'm going to start with... this is called the full moon. There is actually the other part of the masso, which I didn't even know. How sad am I? Oh, God. Sorry, Sarah. That's just me. I'll put that forward. There we go. Okay, there we are. Right, so you could get some nail tack. Oh, crumbs. You should see. I mean, utter chaos here. Low tack tape. Now, I think I'm going to put the moon about here. Yeah, why not? Do you know something? I might put the moony bit in first. Yeah, let me put the moony bit in first. Lisa's been far too adventurous this time of day. And now I'm going to try and do this into... this might be something that I put in maybe as a giveaway or something. So I want it to be nice, just in case I do decide to do that. So I want to sort of do something with a bit of oomph to it. So if I'm doing this sort of moon, I'm going to use black soot, antique linen, hickory smoke, weathered wood, possibly. I was on YouTube, but I like YouTube. Yeah, you go where you like, honestly. There is nowhere you've got to go here or there. You go where you like. Do what you're comfortable with, and you craft with whatever you want to craft with. Nobody should dictate to anybody what they can and can't do. Okay, so I am using a brush just to start this off. Now, I just want that darker edge there. Now, already... it's sort of, you know, where you think of Man in the Moon sort of scenario. I do like that sort of pull of a little bit of oomph. And I just want to play around with a little bit of hickory smoke. So, I'm going to put a little bit of nothing too major. That's it. In fact, I don't know whether I even like doing that now. But yeah, that's it. Blend it off. If you don't like it, blend it off. Now, do you know me? If I don't like something, I'll just whack a load of water on it and just erase it that way. But I will like it proper. I mean, you know, one of them. Okay, so let me just pull that off. Look at that, pretty. So I'm going to now try and incorporate and remember what I'm doing. But, you know, I'm only me and I'm only human and I make mistakes and I don't care. There we go. That's the difference. Just remember, it's only card. So... let me just put a little bit over here and a little bit over there. A bit here, a bit there. Boink, boink, that, there. Indeed. No, I don't sing because then I'll be on a ban. Okay, so there we go. Now then. Oh, yes, while I think about it. So Nigel has got some offers coming on. He's got some cracking offers, actually. He's doing like 20 million stamps for blooming, I think it's about 60 quid. 12 stamps. End of line. So if you go on Nice Crafting and have a look on there, you will find it. I'm just using what was on my brush. I picked up black soot. Well, I picked up black. However, I'd put hickory smoke or whatever on it. Let me whack that in there. Let's blend that off. So I've got grey on there. Now, if you do pick up the wrong brush, which I've just clearly did, don't worry about it. It's only a bit of like bit of colour. So all you do is just put other colour over it, you know, and just try and play around with it. Because it's manageable, it's savable, don't worry. Now, there you go. Now, when you look at that now and you think to yourself, oh, I don't know about that. It's okay. Let me just put that there, put that there. Let's put that over there. Let me now put this back here. Now, this is where all the fun is. It's like, shall we line it up properly? Am I going to get it in the line? Maybe not. Do I care? Nope. It's amazing what a splatter will cover. And that's the thing, you see. Don't ever worry. So I'm going to put a little bit... well, have I got the right brush? No. Here we go again. Mixing brushes. It won't work, though. So if you blend it over, you can actually take away any harsh colour that you may think to yourself, well, I didn't quite like that. And it's okay because we haven't got any backing colour or anything on there anyway. And the difference with me is, as you all know, I like to play around with water, which I did earlier. That's looking all right, that is. I quite like the way that's doing a little bit of a doodah there. I'll keep that like that because I don't know whether I'm going to revisit it yet. I don't know whether I'm fully happy with it. We'll see. So that's my moony bits over there. That sounded quite interesting, didn't it? Now then, I've thought to myself, oh no, seriously, I do this now and again. Hi Eva. Hi Steph. Hello. Let's say hello to everybody. Heidi, hi. Heidi, hi. That was a good one. Linda, Carla, hi. How's my little munchkins doing? Hopefully they're all good, behaving themselves. Now I'm just going to sketch very, very lightly. So, I want moon here. Clearly you can see. I'm going to think roughly, and now I'm just doing this very lightly with a pencil. And I want to do my object that I'm thinking here. And it's whether or not I bring it to sort of the edge here. So that's what I'm thinking. Okay. So pencil, lightly, can be your best friend without you putting anything down, because I want to do a bit of a night sky up here. I want to build up differently. So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to actually put down, I'm not doing the back, I'm doing the background last. Now, some people say, do you do it first, do it last? On this occasion, I'm doing it last. Now, I'm umming and ahhing what I want bobbing around in my sea. So I'm thinking, I want to be able, do you know something, I quite like the way this bottle. So cast a spell, funky fossil. Cast a spell's coming into action now. Let's pop that on there. And I want to sort of, I'm thinking maybe about here. Now, I'm going to sort of put it on, but take off some ink. So instead of me, you know how I posted up like a really quick sort of 13 second, 13 minutes done, dusted over. I want you to be able to see what I'm doing on this. So you've got, I don't know how long this is going to take me, but you're here for the journey. That's all I'll say. Now, I'm doing this where some of this is going to be in the water. So I'm going to get me a bit of tissue. Decide where I'm thinking. So I've got to think of it. Is it going to bob that way? I think so. So I'm thinking here. Okay, so I'm just going to dab off. Yeah, about there, I think. Let me just put a little bit of ink back on there a second, because now I'm looking at it this way. That's what I need. Okay, so I'm dabbing off here. You'll see why in a minute. This is going to now show how my card will go. iPad chart. Oh, there we go. Fair enough, Marie. So I'm now going to put that about here. So far we've just got funky fossils, and then we're going to add some pink frog stuff around it. So I have got quite a black and then a lightish, how I've wiped off on that one bit. Let me just get something that resembles a tissue. Under we go. Let's go into the depths of the shelf underneath. Have you noticed as a crafter you've got shelves with everything you need on, and then stuff with like ridiculous stuff, and you think, why have you got that there? I've got one of them shelves, I've just used it. But I found my tissue, that's the main thing. Okay, so now I'm going to put that back because I'm ever so good. Look at me. Wow. Honestly, I'm on the ball tonight. Can't believe myself sometimes. So I've got that there. Now I know that I'm now going to put a bit of maybe a sea or a bit of a wave or something along them lines like that. So that's going to be bobbing along in the sea. And then we've got a bit of a beach thing here, but then I want some of those lovely pink frog stamps to come around it. So I want bobbing in sea, moonlight, nicety. Hopefully you're going to get the gist of this. So that's that bit. So I'm going to keep these over here because, like I said, I might be coming back to them as I go. And I'm planning this out, and I might be doing this differently, but this is how I work. So if you work differently to me, you do it how you do it. There is no right or wrong. You're missing the chat over here. Oh, Marie, I'm sorry. You're going to have to, but I don't know, because you're saying it on both. So you're missing the chat over there, or you're missing the chat over, she here or there? Oh, dear man, I don't know. She's missing the chat. Anybody help her? Somebody talk to Marie. Love it. Okay, so I'm probably going to, oh, I'll tell you what, that would work nice. That would work nice. Yeah, I'm happy. Okay, so I want to start putting a bit of something down now to play around, manipulate, you know me. I like to play around, diddly doo-dah. So I'm going to get some of Funky Fossils. I've got some of their lovely brushes. So I'm now just going to play just where that line is there. So I am going to start with a lighter colour first. I'm sorry if somebody just said something, but there you go. She's here, she's there. Oh no, that nearly went into a football song then. That could have been a bit disastrous. Could have been a bit rude or anything. I mean, whew, wouldn't want that. I'd definitely get banned off here then. I'm going to to and fro between colours now, because if I'm doing, you need a stingray in there. Well, I haven't got a, well, I'm not doing a stingray now. I've done a bottle bobbing around. I'm just going to pop a little bit of Crackles Pistachio. Now, when you've got sort of, I have got like different reference pictures and all that, but I just want to try and build up a different of colour, because you told me I had to do blues and greens. So that's what I'm doing. Go Wolves. So I'm just going to play around with that sort of backing area there, and I am going to be putting down some other colour. So this is like my base, and then I'm going to start piling on, because I know the card I'm using is good card. It's Pink Frog Super Smooth, so I know sky's my limit sort of thing with that. So I'm just going to a little bit of shabby shutters, I'm thinking, just as, yeah, that'll do. So what I'm trying to do is build up where I'm thinking we might have a little bit of a moonlight sort of reflection, which will go on later. But I'm just trying to balance out a few of the colours to bring together a bit of salvage patina. Well, why not? You know, you can't play around with blues without a bit of salvage patina, can you? I mean, come on. As you do. We're into football. Honestly, we're going for it. Into football. The chanting I do at a football match definitely wouldn't be allowed to be published on here, that's for sure. Ooh, oh, yeah. We won't even go in there. I'm going to do a bit of antique linen, because I know that you said I was only allowed certain colours, but I am going to bring some colours in. Shout at me later. Okay. I'm just going to put, so that's sort of my sandy area. So let's start to sort of do a little bit of a build up now. And this is all going to be very loosely placed on, just so I've got an idea of where things are. So there's that bit. That's a bit of antique linen. I'm just going to play around with a tad of brown. Sandy colour. Maybe a bit of gathered twigs. Tea dye might work. Let's have a look. Hold on. Is tea dye going to be the one? One that I want? Maybe. Okay, let's have a play. There we go. Let's have a play. Now, oh, I've got to be careful now. I can just see. Oh, that's worked very nice. Now, you could use pan pastels on this, to be fair. I really think I should, to be honest with you. But let me just build this up nicely now. So I am going to play around with some water. I'm going to play around with the additional colours. I'm quite liking the look of that. So tea dye is a nice sand. So if you, that's the one, tea dye. I'm going to put that over there because I know I'm going to be playing around with it. I'm just going to put a little bit of, there we go, just a little play around there. Now the blend off this brush is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So that's gathered twigs. Yeah, I think we do. Lisa is going to be banned. Yeah, don't sing. I don't want to be banned just yet. Give me a chance. Okay, so let me just build up the rest of this blue now. So I have got Mermaid Lagoon. I've got Prize Ribbon, Chip Sapphire, Uncharted. I'm going to do Mermaid. Let's play along with the colours a bit now. Let me move the green. We nearly had green then. So let's see how you're all doing in the group. Everybody okay in the group? Pauline, hi. Janine, hi. Hopefully you're enjoying the play. So all I'm doing at the minute, peeps, is I'm just playing around with the colours now, and I'm just bringing, even though it's a nighttime vibe because I've got a moon in there, doesn't mean anything in my world, to be fair, not one bit. So I'm starting to go over that bottle. I really need a bit of tissue. I'm gonna have to start behaving myself now. Look at this. Okay, this ain't gonna last long, I tell you. Right, so let's pop that on there, pop that on here, Pop it around here. Now I'm quite happy that I'm going to try and leave that a bit, what's it there. I'm going to start putting some water on in a minute to play around with that that area. But I definitely want that bobbing along. Oh no, there's a song there, bobbing along. Yes. Oh dear me. Prize ribbon, may as well. Let's get a bit of that darker vibes on. Now your darker vibes, you don't want to hit, you do want to sort of go here and there with them. So you can see just how many different colours I'm now putting into this. And it is getting quite like, ooh, momenty. So I just want to pull that there. And I do want to take the brush now. I better take a bit of tissue with me and all. Crikey. God, I'm being good, aren't I? And I'm really just going to move that around a little bit. There we go. That'll be fine when I put water on it. I have no problem at all with this. And then chip sapphire, I can start to bring up sort of the nighty area, sort of sky-esque. You know, that sort of, oh, should we just put a bit of oomph up there? I suppose we'd better really. So I am going to use the one and only Uncharted, because it does blend divinely. And I do need, have I got anything? I need more brushes. Oh, crumbs. I'm going to have to, I'll use a brush. I just want to put a little bit of grey first, just up here. So let me just get a little bit of, we'll do hickory smoke, just to begin with. Gosh, I'm just arms, elbows, knees, toes. I'm going into song really well tonight, aren't I? So I want to bring this into a bit of a cloud. Now, normally when I'm doing cloud, I bring on a little bit of bed knobs and broomsticks. Look at that, you're all on it. Bed knobs and broomsticks. So I'm bringing a bit of my old childhood bits and bobs in. So I'm just going to do that little bit of cloud, because when you're looking at those beautiful sky and the sea and all that sort of attire, yeah, you can have some sort of cloud about, unless it's like one of those starry nights, you know, one of them moments, isn't it? Yeah, I won't sing anymore, promise. Right, let's do that. Let's bring that round here. I want to take that down there. So now we're starting to have a little bit of an adventure. The adventure will be, I want to pop the moonlight on the water. This isn't going to end up looking anything like it is. This is what I love about this, because in my head it's something totally different. What we're looking at now is like, oh, what on earth is that? But yeah, so I'm just going to wiggle the brush around there. Enough of brush stuff now. I'm going to get me a nice little blue brush, and I'm going to start getting our Uncharted on. So again, I'm not bothered about any blobs anywhere at the minute. However, I'm just being a little bit mindful of how chaotic I can be. Let me move tape out the way. And all I want to do now is just start to think about that midnight sort of nighty area, where I'm just going to bring a little bit of depth into it. And bear in mind, I've got that beautiful moon there, and then we've got this lovely sort of sea area. Am I going to put splodges of water in? I don't know. I'm going to let you decide, because you've picked the colours. I know I've done a little additional, but I'm sure I'm allowed just a little tweak here and there. Well, if not, I'm sorry. You can shout at me. Dibs. Well, hey! I don't even know if anybody else called dibs, but there you go. I don't know where Sylvia is. She could be on the other channel, you know, shouting dibs, and I've not seen it. So here we go. I will be doing another card after this if this doesn't take me too long anyway. So, you know, it's one of them. So let's just bring this down now. So it's all about letting your brush, or whether it's one of these, or whether it's sort of the stencil brush, you've got to allow that to do the work. Now, to be honest with you, I'm quite liking that bit of depth that we've got. I mean, I could just have that. It is a nice sky. I'm quite pleased with that. I would actually, and I'm going to, and I know nobody said. However, I am going to add a little bit of Victorian velvet in. I just can't help myself. I'm really sorry. Victorian velvet. Let me just, it's only a smidgen. I just love to put a little bit of oomph. I mean, that Uncharted, you've got to have that in your kit. Yeah. Oh, she's had visitors tonight. Bless her. There we go then. She'll watch on catch up. Now all I want to do is just run that little bit of pink. Only a smidgen. I mean, look at that. And already it just gives you that beautiful. You only need a tad. But it changes your sky so much. It gives it so much more of an effect. But if you don't blend it right, it looks a mess. I was trying to blend the lid then. It's all right. I'll hurt you. I'm on day release. That's how I feel like anyway. I've just chatted. Oh, bless her. Well, send her my love. She's probably messaged me and I haven't seen her. So apologies if that's the case. Let me just get that out there. There we go. Okay. So see, just that little bit. Just that's all you need, a smidgen. You don't need to overdo it. And then let me just reblend that grey. There we go. Okay. Don't be shy to move your brush around. Don't be shy to go over things. Don't be shy to do anything. Yeah. It's only a piece of paper. Okay. So let's see where we're at. Okay, so we've got quite a nice top end. Let's do something with this now. So I've got that bluey, greeny, because that's what you said I had to use. I'm just remembering this, you lot. This is what you said I had to use. I'm just going to put a little bit more Salvage Patina on because I'm missing it. I do love this colour. And I just want to blend it up into that skyline, actually. As you do. Naughty, I know, but again, like I say, you can shout at me at any time. So now I've roughly got colour down of where I want colour now. There we go. And all I've got to remember is I've got to keep that area clean. Now you can mask it. If you want to use masking fluid, go for it. Don't be shy, do your thing, you know, put your fluid on, do whatever. I'll tell you what, I'll put some masking fluid on just to show you. Let me find it. Hold on, let me get my climbing apparatus. I've got to go climbing for this. Wait a minute, I'm venturing like Mount Everest. Hold on. Okay, so there we go. Okay, I've got it. Crikey. I've got shelves everywhere. They're used for everything. Now, you can use Vaseline on your brush if you wanted to. I am just going to put straight on masking fluid now. I have got a Frisk brush, but if you use any of your other brushes, away you go. So this is Dale Rowney. I love this. It peels off like you're peeling your skin off. It's brilliant. So I am just going to put a blob on, and this is how I use masking fluids. So I am just going to play along here. I'm going to move it around a little bit, as you do. Now you have to make sure this is dry before you start, you know, putting anything over it. So I'm not going to be working on this particular area until I can touch it, feel it, scratch it and think, yeah, it's dry. Now where the little black lines are, I'm not too worried because they're little black lines, and if I need to go over it, I will do. But at this precise moment in time, I am just bringing that down to that sort of sea level. And I'm just going to make it a little bit clearer for myself. Oh, I think I just spat. I do apologise if you saw anything flying across the screen then. I'm only human. Okay, so that will do for me. Now, there are loads of different brands out there for masking fluid. You've got the little blue stuff, which you don't like. Oh, bless you. Oh, what have I missed, Ness? Are you okay? Bless you. I'm sending you love and kisses, means everybody else's. But this stuff, I love. I brought this out the art and craft shop in Wolverhampton. The one down by the Red House. I think I paid £10.99 and this has lasted me forever. Plain and simple. And it will last you forever because, you know, it just lasts forever. Best thing about this, you use the right brush, you can just pull it off. If you've got it in some Vaseline, again, you just put your stuff in, whirl it around, twiddly doodah, pop it in your product, do your stuff, and then it just wipes off, leaving you with a lovely clean brush. There you go, ta-da, lovely. So you don't damage your brush. I will paint with that later just to prove a point. And I've got two brushes that I use. The really tiny one, just so you guys can see as well. The really tiny one, and then the sort of medium, I suppose it's medium, yeah, is it the medium? Small and medium brushes, and that's on the Frisk one. The other one was about as much use as a chocolate teapot, you know, so that was that. So I'm going to let that dry, and then I'm now going to work on something. Like I say, I don't know what I'm going to end up working with, but there you go. When I know that's dry, as you can see, it's not dry because I've just got a blob on my hand. So we're going to make sure we don't mess with that. I want to now put in this area here of a line. Now, I am going to put some water on, and I'm going to try a brush. Now, this could go one of two ways. I've had some new brushes, and I'm not going to use that one. I'm going to use this one. Let's have a look. A number 10 brush. Is that a number 10? Let's have a look. Okay, so I have brought some of the new Fumi extended point because I want to see what they're like. Now, this might be absolutely a nightmare, or it might be the best thing since sliced bread. If I don't like it, I will switch over. I think we should have a tips section in the group. Yeah, feel free. Please do. That would be really good. But, you know, at the end of the group, the group's there for a reason. Wow, that holds water. Goodness me. Whoa. Very nice. Okay. Oh, I might have found a nice, what's it here? Okay, so I can see my line is roughly around here. So this, yeah, okay, I'm quite liking that. Now, all I want to do here, okay. Now, I am doing a new brush, so you'll have to just, my head's just doing all sorts of different things at the minute, so just take no notice of me. I'm just making a mess. I'm just being a little bit mindful when I'm getting a little bit closer to me, what's it? There we go. Fabulous. Okay. So, water. We've got our lovely little sea scene here. Perfect. It's bobbing along. It's down at the shoreline. And then we've got that there. And I want to do that quite thickly there. That's nice. Yeah, I am actually quite impressed with this brush. It holds water well, so there we go. I think they've sent me some sort of code thing, but I'll have a look anyway. We will see. So I'm liking the way that it's pulling my oxides around. Yes, okay, fabulous. I've got a hair. Let me get rid of that hair. I can't be dealing with things like that on my paper. Get off. There we go. Okay. Nice. Very nice. I like the fact that we've got the point on it, and I like the fact that it holds a lot of water. Okay, so now, let me just dab that off. I just need to see if this is, yes, it's dry. Okay, we can start playing. Okie dokie. So you can see now I've got more of a clear line. Let me just show you guys on Facebook. As you can't really, let me just try and put it a bit of a distance. I've got a bottle, sand, water, a moon, and then a bit of a skyline. You guys on YouTube have got a better angle, but not for long, I suppose, because I'm going to be moving around. I'm going to start moving things out of the way because I just need a bit more area now. So I'm going to start building up this now. I'm going to take away brushes. I'm going to start painting. So I'm going to start painting this in. The white will be the very last bit. Everyone says hello. She has joined the dark side. Oh dear me. Oh, that could be bad. Folk joining the dark side. I'm going to get some peacock feathers to begin with. I'm just going to pop it down here. And I am going to get... Oh, might do a bit of chipped sapphire actually. Why not? And let's do a bit of that mermaid lagoon even. Oh yeah, mermaid lagoon. There you go. That wasn't far off either. Okay. Oh, that's a juicy pad. Look at that. Oh, hello. Okay, let me shift things out of the way. We're getting cluttered again. Not liking it when we get cluttered. I might use a bit of pan pastel on this so you get to see how I work now. Welcome to the dark side. I love it. So it's whether or not you go on the Facebook group or you go into YouTube. It just depends on where you feel comfortable. It makes no difference where you go. You're welcome on either side. Catch up will be available. The only difference is in the group you will be having specials which will not go onto YouTube as catch up or anything. It will just be for that. which I think when you're in a group, it's nice to have a few privileged things here and there, you know. So, and that's what I definitely want. So I'm just going to start putting some sort of, I'm going to put, like, I'll say the squiggly lines as such. I will move these about again. I'm not one for sort of keeping it as it is. I like to move things around, especially in backgrounds. And I'll move these with the water in a minute, definitely. And I want to give that sort of a, I'm going to start putting in sort of a bit more depth and a bit more oomph into places. So the way I could do that is I can just put water on, or I could spritz it. Again, you've got to be comfortable with the card you're using. Not everybody's comfortable. So again, like I say, I am using new brushes. I don't know whether I'm going to use these to continue because I like other brushes and how they work. But you can start to see now how those little lines and dips are sort of coming into play. And then I'm going to turn this around now because I'm thinking of that sort of area. I'm going to use a different brush. So let me just get that out of the way. I'm just going to pull that together. So when you're using your brushes, make sure you sort of tweak them, pull them, play around with them. But best of all, put them back where they need to go. So let me just, there we go. That's better. Is that too soft? Well, that'll have to do. Okay. So I now want to start playing around with water coming around here. Because this is my sort of my shoreline. Well, it is my shoreline. So I'm going to go up with a colour, and I'm going to move it around. Now, I can get a tissue and just dab it off. And let me just dab around here a little, just so I can sort of play around with that, because I am going to be putting some I've decided I'm putting pan pastels into it. But I just want to bring up just some different colours here. And I just want to pull some more water. Just want that movement. Because, you know, like when you've got your seashore, you've got that sort of movement of water when it goes up into the sand. So don't be shy to actually move that there, because we're going to put some foliage. We're going to use Pink Frog's selection of stamps to, you know, put that sort of base down. But just when you look at a seashore and you watch the sea coming in and then go out and come in and go out, this is what happens. Yeah. So move it all around. And don't forget, we're going to put white into this as well. So I'm going to come over here. I'm going to move this around. I'm going to pull that around. So I'm quite happy with how I've got those little lines coming towards my beach. I'm just going to do that because I want a bit of surf there, that bit of spray. Not familiar with files in a group. Oh, okay. Right, so I say to you, if you're in the group, set up a file and put all your artwork in, like an album. So please, you know, feel free to showcase your work. There's some, oh my gosh, I'm scared to blooming post in there. Have you seen some of the artists? Dear Lord, honestly, put me right to shame, some of you guys. There's some amazing artwork in there. There's some amazing people posting different things. And it's not just card craft either. You know, there's a lot of wonderful things that are happening in the group. So, you know, please feel free to join the group. It's a very open group. I don't tolerate any silliness. I want people to feel safe, welcomed. You know, that's it really. Okay, so I'm quite happy with how we're looking there. We've got that nice bit of beach in. I've got a nice little bobby long. What's it? Let me just get rid of this. Go me. So you can see how some things take a little bit longer, unfortunately, to when you are doing a piece of a certain size. I haven't worked that one out either. Oh, bless you. If you go on the top tab, there's a tab, and it'll go album, and then you go into the album. You got to make your own, put your name on it. And there you go, upload all your pictures. Ta-da! Let me get the dryer out anyway, while we're deciphering bits and bobs. So I want to put some scenery on the back here, and I want to put something here, and then I want to bring in the shoreline, because I need to know how to use the proper way. I have posted already, but have I done it right? Oh, Chris, bless you, I'll have a look. Don't you worry. To be fair, you've all got some amazing stuff. And there's a lovely, well, you know, we are very nice. You're all very nice. You know, it's nice to have such a mix of groups together, whether it's journals, crochet, card making, there's everything. There's even people in there that make, yeah, I'll tell you in a minute. Well, I'll be clay and stuff like that. I've seen some beautiful things in there. Okay, so I'm just going to start building a scene up now, and I'm going to do it quite quickly, so I might not talk. So my apologies if you ask a question and I don't hear you, because obviously I'm deaf, because you're out there in the ethos and I'm here. That's usually the way. I'm going to pile these inks up over here. You guys on Facebook can see that sort of area. I'm going to try and bring this up so you can see what I'm doing. A big crafty family. That's exactly right. Okay, so I'm going to now look for the pink frog. Now, they've got some amazing stamps. And I do like this little thing here. I want something for background. Now, when you look for background, it's not always what you think it's going to be. So, let me just have a look here. So, yes, we could use some of this. This will be fabulous. But let me just have a look. I'm treading on things here. I'm treading on stuff. So, because I've just changed what I'm doing on the actual picture and I've squashed it, let me just... These texture ones are absolutely fabulous. We forget about Christmas, like I said before. No, maybe. Oh, I'll tell you what, we'll use a leaf. Now, I like to do things different. Sorry, Lisa Lady's got to go. Oh, gosh, Sarah. There you go, then. Not to worry. I'll see you later, my sweetie. Have a fabulous time, my darling. Let me just put that over there. Now, as daft as it is, I'm going to make some mountains out of that. Are we allowed to collect men and display them? Oh, crikey. Well, now we're talking, but no. It's a crafting group only. Bless you. I mean, yeah, there's some trees there, but I don't want that sort of scene. So let me just do that. Let's do that. These might work quite nicely as well. And these, actually. Do you know something? I'll tell you what, we're going to use a bit of that and a bit of that. It's things that you wouldn't think that you're actually going to use. We're going to use now on this scenery. Right then. So, night, Sarah. Night, Jim Bob. Night, and all the rest of it. Okay. So, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get one of these lovely little leaves off the roses set. So, let's just grab one of those. Now, you're probably thinking, how on earth is that going to be? Now, you've got to think out as a card maker, creator, you guys that... Oh, gosh, what am I doing here? I only need a blooming piece of card. Oh, let me just rip a piece of paper. There you go. You guys that create and make things, you learn very quickly to start adapting. So, I am going to adapt that rose leaf, which is off the roses stamp, that one there. I'm going to turn that into some back scenery, okay? So, it's now the decision I've got to make is what colour. Debbie thought you were in the bath again. Don't start that one again. We ended up with a search party out at one stage for her. I'm going to use, let me have a look what I've got. No, pine cones. So, I am going to do a bit of brown to begin with, that might not end up the way because I have got my dedicated nocturne. I don't know whether I want pine cones actually. Oh dear me. Let's have a look. Okay, the trusty go-to, Fallen Leaves and Shady Lane. Let's play that one. I need the black. So if you're starting off in your crafty wilderness, Versifying Nocturne, Fallen Leaves and Shady Lane are your go-tos. So I'm going to use Fallen Leaves to begin with. So let's start with Pink Frog selections. Now, when you look at that, that definitely looks like a leaf. Looks like a very nice leaf too, to be fair. I do like it. In fact, I love the way this leaf is. But I'm just going to start building up a little bit of something here. Now, this is my background. Now, you're probably thinking, how am we going to turn a leaf into... Well, I don't know, actually. I'm just thinking outside the box. Why not? Why ever not? I'm thinking to myself, it's the best way to learn. I mean, I've got leaves in the background. Why not? I can turn them into something though. It's an island. There you go. It's a leafy island. Oh, Fantasy Island. Do you remember that back in the day? I love it. He was a strange little man, wasn't he? I forgot his name though, but yes, he was a character. So I'm just going to bring these along here now. So I'm just going along the top of that leaf. So this just proves that you haven't got to have certain stamps. They look like trees, but that's exactly correct. So I'm now going to turn it that way. So when I'm stamping, I'm actually going to stamp sort of that way. So it actually does look like I'm in Lanzarote or something. You never know. Shall we go along those thought lines maybe? Why? Oh, crumbs! We nearly had a leaf on the shoreline then. How dare it! So already now, let me just see what you guys can see. So from a leaf, from Pink Frog, yeah, from that rose leaf, I've got something that resembles actually some sort of scenario at the back there. So that's just a leaf. I'm going to put that back on. As you can see, it's that little leaf there that I've just used, and that's how the rose is set by Pink Frog. And I mean, just you get all that music sheet, you get all the sentiments, and then you get all that as well. Fantasy Island knick-knack. Yes, go on. Love it. Now, if you think to yourself that looks a little bit too, well, I'm not liking it, then you get the festive pine cones. Let's change it up a bit, yeah? So I'm going to use that lovely little branch one there, and I'm actually going to turn it into, and I'm going to finger stamp again, because that's me. For those of you that know me, you know I'm a bit of a crazy one that I'm just going to start inventing things. So let me just, I'm just going to do the top part, because I want to sort of look like we've got some sort of back in there. Let's bring that up. I want to just turn it just so it's got some sort of texture and a bit of movement. Now, I don't know how this is going to end up, but you know it's going to be fun finding out into. Why not? I'm all about let's have a go, and if I ruin it, it's all right. It's only a bit of card. It's not like a life and death scenario. Now I want to bring, so now that looks, now that could be this way or it could be that way. And I want a little bit of something there, I've decided. Now, when you look, you don't want that happening. So I'm going to rip that off. Let's forget that bit. Let's throw it in the corner. And I'm going to, I don't want a straight edge. I love how you prep before a live. I don't prep. There's no such thing as prepping before a live. I just go for it. Yeah. I haven't prepped any of this today, apart from what I was playing with the... oh, look at that. I'm loving that. Oh, my goodness me. Now then. Yes, love it. I'm going to bring that down a bit. I know. It's all good, isn't it? Right, so that's a bit of a pine cone, which has turned out to be a fabulous little island, Fantasy Island. Oh, I wish, you know something? I wish I could prep, but it spoils the fun for me. Honestly, I wing it all the time. So, there's 2 lots of stamps with viewers, yeah? I'm going to leave that masking tape on there because we've got to finish doing this. I want to bring this down. I want some oomph here now. So, I need oomphy bits. Let me look. So, I'm going to get the Country Meadows Pink Frog. Now, you can really just go sugar me doodah and just put that down, block it down and go, there you go. Now, you know I'm not going to do that. I'm going to build it. I think that's the Irish side. I love it. Nothing wrong with a bit of Irish side. That's all I'll say. Right then, so I now want to bring this into that bottom area. So I'm sort of, I need to bring this up so you can see what I'm doing without sort of losing the effect. So I want to sort of, yeah, I want to bring it around there. And again, I'm actually gonna put it on a block. Oh, good lord! I nearly had a hot sweat then. Hold on. I'm just coming over here. I'll be back. Promise. There we go. Sorted. Yeah, I know. I said the naughty word. I'm getting a block. Okay. So I know I don't like using blocks, but I think on this occasion I just need to. I don't know why I need to, but you know, I like the way of saying it. So I'm now gonna just bring. Oh, hello. There we go. It was getting all excited, you see. Now, I could have used my own stamps in this and brought my own stamps into it. However, I want to show, because it's not always about buying new. You might already have this set in your collection. It's all about embracing what you've got and looking at it in a different way. I've used a leaf for this, so come on. Yeah, there's no one in this world can turn around and say, oh, I haven't got that, I need that. Well, you probably do. However, let's play around with what you've got. First, second, third generation, why not? Don't be shy. So we've got that lovely, now we're actually building this up into a beautiful little, well, I'm quite liking the look of this. Do I do a little bit here? Eh? Using up your crafty, yeah, exactly. I bet you've all got stock that you think to yourself, crumbs, what have I brought that for? Well, I'll tell you, to use it, obviously, because that's why you brought it. It's how long it takes to come out of a box and use it. Now, the only thing I will say is, Nigel, bless his cotton socks, he's having a clear out. Night, sis, Megsy Pooers. Oh, big squidgy boodles. Love you, Megsy Boo. Meggy Boo. Oh, bless her. Oh, I'm going to have to go and see her for a, just for a scrunch, isn't it? Do love her to bits. She's a beautiful, beautiful. Anyway, we digress. So, you've got to use what you've got to use. You've got to play around with stuff you've got, yeah, at the end of the day. I've done very minimal stamps on here, but yes, we've got such an impactful image already, just from playing around, yeah. So again, you could really play about with the tops of these. I mean, this has got a fabulous collection. When I saw this, I fell in love with it for these little bits, little niggly bits. But you could actually top them up, play around with them, even up here, yeah. So let's fill in the rest of it. Let's play around with this area here, because I need to put it together. And I am going to put some pan pastels on now. Yes, it's dry. Yes, Lisa, it's dry. Okay, so let me move nonsense out the way. I'm going to put my black there. I'm going to put them there. Now, let me just do a little bit of a tidy up, people, because I've got inks everywhere. And I've stuck to what you've asked me to do, because I'm trying my very best, and I'm just wrecking the place. Hold on. Let's be real. Getting a bit chaotic now, I am. It's excitement, you say. Getting pan pastels out. Woohoo! Crackle pistachio, that's green, Lisa. Come on. Oh, I don't know. So, I've got to think about what I'm putting in the bottle yet. You see, there's all sorts you have to think about when you're doing these daft designs. So, white, easy bit. Bit down there, easy bit. Let's get this done. So, pan pastel. Let's see what we got in the, we don't want that one. Oh, gosh. This is where you have, you know, when you think to yourself, why did I buy that? Why have I got that? Now, today's the day. Okay. So, on this particular set, I've got a light blue, a dark blue, medium blue, white. Obviously, I need that. Could even put a bit of glimmer on the sand. I must admit, though, that bronze, this one here, bronze, is absolutely to die for. That's all I need to say on that one, honestly. Let's have a look who's on What's It. Mary's on there, everyone's on there. Oh, okay. Hello, people on Facebook. I hope you're enjoying it. Let me just get a sponge. I'm going to do a sponge on this one, I think. Now, I do wash my sponges, so what you see is a clean sponge. However, it's not clean because it's stained. But they are clean, in my head anyway. So I am going to start by just playing about with a little bit of that. I mean, that blue is lush. Let me move things out the way. There we go. I'm going to move this over because I just want to play around with an area a little bit. Now, the thing is now, when you put pan pastels on, it sort of might stop you from layering other products on, depending on what products you're putting on. So be mindful of that. Again, it's one of them. It's what you're comfortable using, okay? So all I'm doing here is, now I've got that covered. So I'm just wanting to go over there a little bit. I want to put a little bit of the darker blue. Now, let me just say, sometimes with these darker blues, it's like, oh, what am I doing? Do I want to do that? Well, yes, I did. Let's just put a little bit of something there. Let's bring that round here. And obviously with the with it being under the moonlight, it's sort of, we're going to lose that sort of, let me just bring that up there. I want to keep that part because of the glow. So I need some white and some stuff down here. So what I want to do is have an idea of where I want to sort of put. And because it's water, it's moving. So obviously you've got to add into that fluidity of the piece that you're doing as well. Stay. I can see me having a slight fight with the pan pastel tin here. I can see it, you know, I can see it. So I'm now starting to sort of blend in an area, and I will come back and add again, because let me just have a look at that from a distance. Yes, it's starting to take shape. So let me just bring that around a little bit. Let me just, yeah, let's bring a bit of this around. So don't be shy to sort of mix and match. So again, I am bringing it in, the pan pastels over the oxides as well, to start framing the piece. So I'm going in, as you can see now, I'm going in with the darker pan pastel and the light, and I could even dab it there if wanted. And don't worry, it will not affect your pans. And that's what I like about pan pastel. You can mix, you can blend, you can add a lot of depth into a piece really with just minimal colours again. Now this is A4 size, so you know, I do like to think to myself, do I need to cut it down? Blah blah blah. Maybe, I don't know yet. I haven't decided. But let me just, I just want to think about where this is going to go around here. That's fine. Okay, I'm done with pan pastel. Well, am I? Do I want a bit of this? No, I need a sand colour. Hold on, people. So I have got, let me just grab this. I just want to put a bit of that yellow on, just to give it a little. Does water react to pan pastel? It's just a bit of a nightmare, actually. So yeah, your pan pastels are sort of your last resort. If I'm saying it as it is in that context. So yeah, one of those. So I'm just putting a bit of that yellow over it, just to bring in that sort of sandy. I'll show you anyway, you'll see. You will see the difference when I start putting water onto this. Because I'll be doing water and the white paints, just to give it that balance. But just don't be shy to add things on and play around with stuff. Instead of you asking me, does it do this, this and this? Have a go. That's how I learned. You know, and it's such good fun when you do start playing around. You know, and that's where you'll get more confident as an artist. That's why I drain pieces of paper, because I like what I see, what happens to it. So don't ever be shy to play around and really, you know, wing it around. Talking of drowned in paper, I'll show you how we're doing. Look at that. Oh, Facebook is not accepting comments anymore. Oh, okay. Bless it. Oh, well, there's nothing I can do about it because I'm on here. And it's live at the minute. So if you can't comment, sorry. But I still love you anyway. Let me see. It's not... let's have a look. Got Marie. What's it now? There's nothing I can do, unfortunately, so I do apologise. Right, let me start pulling this together. Let me get my white paint out. So I am going to use the one that I love, my pen white Dr. P.H. Martin's, and I am going to put it on here. Now, I'm going to work quite quickly with this because I want to work with it as paint as well as with water, and there is some pan pastel on it as well. So again, I've got to be mindful of that. So I am going to get me some trusty old brushes, which I know work how I want them to. So until I know how those other brushes work, I'm just a bit dubious to paint with them at the minute. So with regards to on here, yes it does. There you go, sorted. You'll see anyway now. I've got pan pastels on here. I'm just going to take off. Now, I painted it on. It's nice and dry. I've gone over it. So I don't care if any of the product goes on it, but this is how I do it, and this is what I love about this. So you can see now what I'm doing. Yeah, so I'm just going to show you up here. Look at that, one piece, and this is what I love this product. I haven't got to worry about a rubber. There you go, it's all off in one. So that is, let me get the bottle before you all bombard me. The Dalerone watercolor mediums art masking fluid. It comes off in one, and that's why I use it. Okay, I don't do a rubber, I don't do anything. That's it, it's done. There is no problem with that at all. Okay, it's lovely stuff. Now I'm going to play around with that behind it, but first of all I want to put, like I say, I want to put the white on. So I want to start playing with that, and I need my water. So I need water here, because as I'm going with this and put it down, because it's still a wet product, I want to be able to put it down and move it. Okay, so a little bit of that on my brush with a little bit of water. There we go. I'm just taking that off, and then I want to just start touching it over, just in place, only very lightly. And I'm not too worried at the minute because I can use pencils. Lisa, it's 8:15, announcement time. Oh, okay, so I'd like to congratulate Sarah. It's actually gone live into the group. So there you go. Sarah Oliver, congratulations. Dave picked you. He scrolled through, he saw your name, stopped at your name and said you're the winner. So I know you're not here at the minute because you've gone out the group, but there you go. Congratulations. Message me your address and I will get that sent out to you. So congratulations. So now you guys, do you want once a month free giveaways? Okay. And in those free giveaways, they will be stamps, there will be papers, and there will be artwork. So what I want to do is each month, I've already got the stamps ready for next month, and that is going to be a bundle off Nigel. I've also got some stuff coming from Sarah at Funky Fossil. So there's going to be some fabulous stuff. So again, I want to then say to you guys, because you're in the mashup group, the ones that have got the most mixed stamps, okay, this is the thing now for April, because we've just hit this one. So, yes, congratulations, Sarah, Oliver, congratulations. So, the next month, April, the end of April, I will be announcing the winner. I want to see who can mash up as many stamps as possible on any design. So that can be paper, it can be a journal, it can be stone, it can be wood, it could be whatever. Oh, thank you, Steph, I appreciate that. And I haven't picked it either. It's nothing to do with me, Dave picked it. So I'm going to do that. So you're going to have a goodie pot every month, right? Whoever's got the best mix of stamps, so not just one or two, throw some in. You've got Sweet Poppy, you've got Lavinia, you've got Funky Fossil, you've got Nice Crafting, you've got All and Create, you've got Crafty Individuals, you've got Andy Skinner, OMG. Whack them all together, create something, and then I will then choose. And every month, the first of April, I'm going to be changing the back picture onto one of you guys. So I'm not looking for art masterpieces. I want real artwork. Some of you guys have put so much effort into minimal stuff. I want to showcase your work. So, you don't know who's going to end up, but if you post in the group, it's who gets the most of a piece or the best piece. Well, it's one of them. We're just going to go with it. There's no sort of, it's got to be this, it's got to be that. We're just going to go with it. I just love it. I love the flexibility of the group. And I want to embrace you guys. The group is there for you to showcase your amazing artwork. So there you go. So this month's challenge. So April, the end of April, I will be picking a winner. And I will be picking the winner. And I will get the design team involved as well. So it's not going to be me jointly. It's going to be everybody in the design team. And we will look at the pictures and we will pull the winner out. And they will win a whole heap of stamps, a whole heap of papers, Stampera papers, rice papers. My gosh, you're going to be overwhelmed. But please, add your family and friends in. Let's get the group up. Let's get the numbers up. Let's get it shared. Let's get that community out there. So you can see now how I'm starting to pull the piece together. So we've got that lovely bottle in there. We've got that little bit of surf happening. Let me just get a little bit more oomph in there. Let's get that over there. Let's get it pulling together here and there. Just here and there. There we go. Fabulous. I'm just so glad that all you... Oh gosh, how exciting, honestly. So yeah. So you've got to at least have 3 stamps differently. Shall we say that much, yeah? So you could do my stamps, you could do Funky Fossil, you could do Nice Crafting, you could do Pink Frog. You know, there you go. Put all them on there. If I had one of my stamps on here, I could enter this in. Obviously, I'm not going to enter in the challenge, but that's what I'm trying to explain to you guys. Go for it, you know. Now I'm just putting little blobs of white here and there because I just want the reflection. There we go. Let's just pull that around a bit. But yeah, let's do it. The whole point of that group is for you to mix your stamps up. And it hasn't got to be new stamps either. You've got stash in there. I bet you've got stamps from God knows how long ago. God's dog and all the rest of it. Start using them. I want to see them. I want to see how who's got the oldest stamps. What do you reckon? I mean, that could win a bit of artwork, couldn't it? Yes, at a minimum of 3. Yeah, there you go. Sorted. Minimum of 3 different stamps then from different makes, different organisations, different whatever. I don't know, whatever they're called. You know what I mean. Let's think outside the box, eh? Let's do it. Oh, look at that. I'm loving how this is coming together. Fabulous. Okay. Let's just dab a bit of this here and a bit there. Let's move it around. Now, what I will say to you, when you do water and frothy bits and stuff, we need a couple of little splashes and stuff. So, let me get... this is where I think about where this could go very wrong. And I don't want to ruin what we've already got down. So, let me just gently... I'm going to say night-night, Lisa. No, it's fine, Chris. Thank you for popping by. Lovely to see you, my darling. Have fun. Love you lots. Mwah. So let me just do a little tippy tap here and there. Let me just see if I can dab a couple of splidgy splodgies. That's better. So you need a bit of spray, you know, because obviously when you've got a little bit of water and everything else, you do need that little bit of spray. And then I've got to think what's going in this bottle. Let me just get this little bit of... Yeah, it's better. That's the stuff. Let's get a bit of this around here and a bit of it around there. Perfect. That didn't quite do what I wanted to. Sweet dreams. Night, Jim Bob. It's got to be done. Right, let me see if this is any good then for detailed work. So this is where I find out whether I like these things or not. Okay. Yeah, maybe. Let's put a little bit of something to it so I can actually see what I'm doing. Okay. So let me just... Yeah, okay. Oh, yes, okay. Makes sense. Love it. Okay. Yeah, okay. So I talk to myself a lot when I'm painting or when I'm drawing. Let me just bring this around it. No, I need the other one. There we go. Let me just wreck the place slowly. There we go. Right then, so let's bring the water into here. Now, I have obviously had a product on this. So let me now bring on... Let's have a bit of this in here. So I'm going to put a bit of Andy's stuff in here. Put a bit of water in there. Because when you actually look, there is actually that line on the bottle itself here. But I want to do it so it moves around a little. Because you've got that clear bit there. However, because there's a background of water, it's not going to be a clear-esque bottle. Hopefully that makes sense. So let me just take that off there and put that in. Because you've got to have that, you've got to start thinking now about how things are laying on here. So, I mean, you could put, so they've got these gorgeous little butterflies. Now, I mean, these are like proper little tiny, that's a proper little funky one, that one is. Let's get that one out. That's a proper cutie. Or do I want that one? Let me have a look. Let's have a look, see how they stamp. So this is the pink, but I'm still on the Pink Frog Country Meadows set. And I just want to see which little butterfly I feel's the better butterfly. And that's just me. And I'm going to do the butterfly. I'm going to do it in black. Where's my black gone? Get out the way. I'm being attacked by all sorts of nonsense. Just while I'm thinking about what I'm doing here. So let's have a look. I don't want to do it too. Right, so this one will be the better one. that one I put too much pressure on. So let me just see if I do that. Is that going to be any better? Oh, maybe. How rude, Kim, everyone should know call white lace on. How rude, everyone shouldn't know not to call. Yeah, but they do. You know, this is life. It's always the way. When you think to yourself you're safe, that's it. The phone will go. Always does. Honestly. So we've got a couple of little bud frogs. Now, normally the rule is 3. I don't really stick to rules, to be fair. So, there you go. I'm going to put a little one down here out the way. And I'm just going to put one there hiding. Why not? They're ever so cute. You could do hunt the butterfly there, really. So that's another little, you know, like when you overlook little things and you think to yourself, oh, what was that? Now, another thing you could use is what I did notice, and I'm just going to grab out to show you, is, where's it gone? Let me investigate. It's not that one, it's not that one. Sometimes when you have that many stamps, you think to yourself, oh, where's it gone? You know, and you think to yourself, I did at the front, I know it's there. There, that one. No, that one there could actually do some sort of rocks on here. So if you wanted it to be a rocky area on your beach, you could do that. Now, I like a bit of something. So this one here, this splatter, and this is off the Texture Set 3. I just want to show you where you can get different effects using different things. Now, you might think to yourself, oh gosh, Lise, don't spoil it. But sometimes you've just got to start experimenting. And I'm not shy to ruin this if I have to ruin it. But I won't. I'm going to have to put something in that bottle. I want to use, let me have a look a second. Sand dune. Oh, crumbs. There we go. Versifying. Let me just see, because I'm curious. Let me have a look how it's... Yeah, that's the stuff. So this... So this is on set 3, textures. That's sand. I'm telling you. Watch. So I'm using sand dune, yeah. And I'm just going to do a bit of a... I'm going to play safe to begin with. I'm going to go at the corner. Oh yeah, brilliant. So this is giving me texture of the sand now. Lisa, can you put a message in the bottle? Yes, I'm going to put a message in the bottle. You lot must read my mind. Have you got cameras set behind me or something? Bless you. So, to me, obviously sand is not... Well, it is obviously a flat. Well, you know what I mean. But there's texture there. So I'm turning this around now because I want to see the little bits of brick and stone and, you know. Because you've got to try and make your pictures not as realistic as possible, but so you can see the break between reality and what you're showcasing. Hopefully you understand that. I'm just going to take that into the white just a little, just a tiny bit. There we go. Okay, so that's just off that beautiful, you know something, that's fabulous. Could you do, oh, here we go. Now if I do footprints, I haven't done it for that, but I can do on maybe a next one. How are we doing for time anyway? Oh, it's 8:30. Good Lord, you lot, you've kept me tonight. You see how it's low battery. Oh, hello, Sylve. I've got low battery as well. Crikey. Right, so let's put a bit of a message in a bottle then. So I'm going to have to hand draw it. So if you're not comfortable hand drawing, this bit won't be for you. But have a go. You know, use a pencil first. Where's my pencil gone? I say use a pencil first, and I've lost my pencil. Let me get these out the way. Oh my gosh. Honestly, if I had a brain, I'd be dangerous. I did tell you this. Oh, I found my pencil. It's all right, alert over. So really and truly, we could have we could put it in, whether or not we do like a little bit of a parchmenty sort of thing. Roll it in there. Now, for me to sort of look like we've got a little bit of a papery-esque sort of thing, I'm just going to have to try and bleach that out, yeah? Now, I ain't going to be able to bleach out where I've done because that's nocturne. Night, Sylve, love yous and all that. So, let me just get, what brush should we use? Let's try this one here. Let's have a look at this one. This might work, it might not. Let's have a look. Let me have a go. Right, okay, so I have roughly done a little bit of something here. I don't know whether this is going to work, but let's have a go. Oh, it might be just starting to break down the paint pigment there. And if it doesn't, it's okay, because all I'm going to do then is get a bit of white. Why not? I want it over that black work anyway. Now, obviously I'm painting over bleach, so I've got the high chance that it's going to destroy and say goodbye to my paint. But that's the chance I'm going to take, isn't it? And that's what I love about doing your own designs. Now, I'm just going to paint over that. So that goes like so. Why not? And then what I'll do is, if I'm going to take this out here, let me just lightly sort of paint over. So it's like, oh, we have lost that dark black. Now, if ever you are comfortable enough to do anything like this, do it, because like at the end of the day, this is where you understand sort of where your paint will go, how it will move around. Like this now, I've lost that sort of, it's in the water, so I need to put some more blue onto that now. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. So I'm going to get some of this Tuscan teal, and I just want to put a little bit more depth back on. So let me just pop that there. We're nearly there now, goodness me. So I've got the paper in there, and I want to bring it over, because that's obviously in the water there. Yeah, so let's just put that little bit of a bounce of a wave. So this is more like your finishing touches realistically. So here now, let me make sure I'm not putting it in the bleach. I want to bring that darker, yeah, I want to bring it into the sea. So let me move the bleach, because I know for a fact I'm going to, I'm going to do it. You just know it, don't you? Sorry, people, getting in your way. So here now, I want to take a bit of this and maybe put a little bit here and there. And then because we've got a little bit of something in the background, you don't forget that. So I now want to move that paint around. And these are your finishing touches, where you're just starting to bring it together. And don't forget, you use a good quality card like we're using with the pink frog. Your water, you can keep going. You can keep going. You can keep going, yeah? So we've got that sort of beach scene now. I'm just going to move that white around where it's a little harsh in places. Do I want to put a bit more in? Maybe. Why not? It's a bit of a wet area. So where you've got wet on wet, it moves lovely. Now, this isn't watercolour card, but it acts like it. So where you've got that wet, just pull that bit of colour through. Hospital visit takes out here, right? Oh, bless. Sorry, they have to go. No, go on, sweetie. You carry on, sweetie. It's like I'm on detention now, isn't it? Bless you. Thank you very much for joining me. I really appreciate it. Life is life. Catch up here anytime, Let's put a bit of green in this sort of back area now, because we're starting to come to a close of the image. And I mean, the image is lovely for what, we've got a little message in there. I mean, you can get a pencil and sort of, hello, help, maybe, help. There we go. You want to just crisp it up, you can use your pencil to do that. I am going to obviously colour that in, but just give me a second. Let me just I am going to use a quick carrying pen. Let's use the one I've got in the water. There we go. There we are. And I'm just going to do that, the cork top and bottom. I'm going to go back in with a carrying pen. Now that's obviously your under part. So that's going to be darker because it's inside. But I just want to bring some of that colouring up, because it's sticking out into the waterline. So all you've got to do is think about your perspective of what's where. I'm going to put a bit of water on it to move it around, nothing major. And then if I wanted to just, only very lightly, I'm just going to get a little bit of water just to pull, just so you've got that sort of context of where, because it's in the bottle and it's an old piece of paper, it just helps with that. Now, your other thing you can do, that's your carrying pen. I am using sandstone. That was a good pick for me, wasn't it? Honestly. Right then, let's put a bit of water to it. Now, here's a trick. You want to give yourself a little bit of an edging, especially if you're doing sort of a beach area. And the edging is usually where, my poor dad is out, oh bless you. And you'll just see where it just gives that little bit. Now if it's too much, you can move around different areas and you can pull, put some water on it and just take it. Your other option that you've got is, if you don't like that, put your water on it, blend it out, put some more water on it, pull it into another layer. So you can sort of take this into another blend of water coming up, yeah? What's going on there? If you've got to see, I've got a blob there. Let's just put that little bit of water on and take that. Now, do I do some splatters? This is the thing now. Do I put some splatters on? Yeah, no. I want to put some green on. Right, so I am going to, yeah, I'm going to use this one. So, this is Olive Grove, one of my favourites. I am getting a mess on my lovely little picture I've just made, so there we go. So I'm just going to get some water here now on the brush, and all I want to do is just put that little bit of colour. Now, we did originally put this on with VersaFine, and we've done it with Fallen Leaves, I think it was. But I just want to put a little bit of green into this now, because you wanted your greens and your blues. And bear in mind, when you're doing your sea area, you cut my foot, oh bless. I'm just going to pull that into the water line and over here. So hopefully you can just see how I'm just taking it above, and I'm just going to add a little bit of water into that. Just to take it that way and bring it down. There we go. And I'm going to do the same on this one. And this just giving you that sort of eye line of where you've got sort of your land, or that area where you've got that line of sea meat sort of thing. I mean, if we hadn't chose like the colours that we had, then there would be a lot of different things going on with that top area. But again, it's okay. There's no worries at the end of the day. It's no hardship. You know, I mean, I can quite easily put something different at the top, bounce it up differently sort of thing. Let me just damp that a little bit. Let me find something there. There we go. Sorted. So we've got a little bit of a bottle going on here. I'm just going to put a little bit of green through this. Why not? I'll put a bit of green here. Why not? You wanted your greens and blues, you're going to get them. There we go. So let me just bring that over there. Let me soften that edge. Don't be shy to play around with your stamps. So we've got a new challenge on then. So next month's challenge for that, as I start getting the stamps in, I'll show you exactly what you're going to be winning. So, you know, and I will not have anything to do. The next one will be the design team. They will be picking. I just want to balance this out a little bit, because to me it's not balancing. I've just got this blob of stop. So let me just bring that in here a little bit. There we go. I love it with water because there's never like a clear pattern of light and dark depending on night time, daytime. Colours can go anywhere with the water. I love it. You can never go wrong. You can't go, oh, I've just ruined it. It's water. It makes no difference. And you're using the right cardstock to put water on it. You know, so you're in a win-win situation when it comes to having a play and experimenting, you know. I'm just going to put a little bit of green here, just to balance top and bottom. Why not? We've got that bit of brown mixing in with it as well. Let me just add that little touch more. There we go. And what I might do is I might put this in. Kimmy's amazing. Took me on my, oh bless. Love it. It's nice to hear about family and people supporting. Love it. That's what it's all about, people. That's what it's all about. Okay, so what do you think? Shall I leave it like that? This is your call, it's your picture, and I've just done what you've asked me to do. Let me just put a bit of heat on it to dry it while I'm waiting. There is a lag. So, do you want me to do anything else to it, or are you happy with what we've created tonight, people? So, we've got a little bit of a beach scene for all of you on Facebook. So, that's Ross, Kim, Upcycled, Gina. That's what we've done tonight with what you've asked me to do. We've got a bottle. Are we happy with it like that then? Do I need to do anything else to it? I'm quite happy with how it is. I'm just asking you guys just to make sure. We've got help in a bottle. We've got a message in the bottle. We've used funky fossil stamps, and we have used pink frog stamps. There we go. Happy with that, people? Because that's what you've asked me to do. Good. Okay, so there we go. I'm happy with that. I'm going to call it a night because we've been here forever again. So, pink frog stamps, funky fossil stamps. There we go. A little bit of moving. We've used brushes. We've used paints. We've used all sorts. But it just proves that a rose leaf can make background. So please don't think to yourself you need certain stamps. You're just going to have the imagination to play outside the box, okay? So, I love you all. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget, we've got a new challenge ahead. Congratulations to Sarah Oliver on winning the envelope full of goodies. I just need to get your address and I'll get that sent out to you. New challenge. I've also, don't forget that I'm going to be choosing at random somebody that I feel has put a lot of effort into a piece of work, and you will be the back page of the group for the whole month. Okay? So, love you all. Love you all. I'll come back to you guys in a second. I'm going to turn off the YouTube. There we go. I'll matte and layer it and I'll put it on and you'll see that finished. So, let me take this down. There we go, guys. There's the finished product. Message in a bottle. There we go. So, au revoir. Love you all. So, that's turn you off on there. That's you streamed off and gone. Okay. So, there we go. Sorted. Put that there. So, you guys on, you always have the last bit. Let's turn you around and say hello to you. Oh, crumbs, that was an interesting one, wasn't it? I mean, whoever picked a blinking beach scene, hey? So, like I say, congratulations to Sarah. Dave picked you at random. There you go. I don't know what he saw, but he saw something and he chose your name. So, well done you. Keep posting your work. You're all absolutely fabulous. The group's amazing. Please post your family and friends in. Please post your stuff. Mix and match the stamps. I want to see more of that. I love seeing your creations. Lavinia and everything else in there. It's beautiful. But let's mix it up now. That's what the whole group's there for you to imagine using different stamps together. Dig out stuff out the cupboard. I bet you've got stamps from 5 years ago that you've never used. I bet you. I want to see them in the challenge next month. So, I love you all. I'm going to go. I'm going to matte and layer this card and I'm going to put it in the group for you. So, see you later. And I'm going to put this in for the challenge. So, you're going to be up for this. I'll sign it. You can have it in there with all the stamps. There's going to be loads of stamps in there. So, bye. Love ya. I'm going. Ta-da. Oh, I'll tell you what, I'll unclip. Shall we unclip? Shall we? Shall I take you on a... See, I've got things in the way again. Oh, dear me. Let's turn it round so you can see a prop of... So there's the finished article. Let me just... You can see all my carnage. See, this is... There you go. Message in a bottle on the beach with all the colours that you've asked for. So, there you go. So, I'm going. There's half a heart. You can have the other half. There you go. Bam, bam, bam. I'll see you later. Okay? So, bye.